we're going to make a poo.
We're not going to make a real poo. Not at all. This is just a demonstration, but we do have lots of props. Here we go. All right, we've got our props here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is put some gloves on.
That's when you know it's going to get messy.
Please remember, this is not a real poo, but it is going to get messy, so we are going to pop some gloves on anyway. Now, we've got lots of different bits and bobs here that are going to sort of represent the different parts of the body. Have you got your gloves on?
So I'm still getting my gloves on.
You're struggling.
Okay, gloves are on. Cool.
Okay, so the first step of the digestive system is actually the mouth. Now, this is where we put our food. And this is going to be our mouth just here. And we can see that inside it, I've already got some food.
So I was just showing them my mouth.
That's all right.
Okay, this is the model of our mouth. Got it.
Now, it's really important that if you do try this demonstration at home, we ask that you don't use any food that you know is good to eat, because we don't want to waste any food at the moment. So what I'm doing is that I'm tearing the bits of food up. We're imagining that we're chewing the food in our mouth, because that's the job of our teeth. Yeah.
What your teeth do first is they bite and chew all of that food up. So Maddie's going to do that now. And then she's going to mix it, maybe have a drink. Maybe have a little drink. If you're an adult, you might have a coffee.
Yeah,
if you're a kid, you might have some squash.
Coffee.
So I'll have a bit of that in there as well.
Coffee here for your breakfast. That's one for the grown-ups.
So that's starting to make it a bit moist, a bit damp.
Well, that's it.
Are these your teeth? Are these properly your teeth?
So imagine that me tearing the food is our incisors. Those are the ones that bite and tear. And now I'm chewing with the molars at the back. And our molars are being represented here by potato masher.
Then something else gets added. And what gets added is, let's see it, saliva.
Yes.
There you go. I'll show it on this camera as well. There it is. Saliva. Yeah, there it is. So saliva is the wet stuff that you kind of feel in your mouth. It's just produced by the salivary gland. It's just spit, and really it's there to make the food a bit wetter, to moisten it, so that you can then swallow it easier. All right, so we've got our food. It's been mushed up, and
give me a bit more mushing. Hang on.
With a bit of it's been mixed with some spit.
Let's imagine that we've chewed our food and we've swallowed it, and when we've swallowed it, it goes down our esophagus and it goes into our stomach, and our stomach is going to be represented here by this little plastic bag. So I'm going to try neatly as possible get this into the bag.
Here's where the mess starts, everybody.
I'm going to do it over here instead, just because I don't want to make that much mess. So
this is the food going from the mouth down the esophagus and into the stomach. So the bag is the stomach.
There we go.
And then what actually happens is when it gets to the stomach, something else gets added. Have you got them there?
I have.
The gastric juices. Show them on this camera.
There we are.
The gastric juices. Now, your stomach has all sorts of juices. Lots of them are what we call acids, and that's what really starts breaking down that food. Careful with your acids, man.
Oh, I'm being very careful with my acids.
Don't want to spill your acids.
So there we go. We're adding the gastric. We're adding the gastric juices. I'm now just going to zip the stomach up. Now, what happens is that your stomach, along with those acids, churns up that chewed food, and it slowly breaks it down into a mush that we call chime. So I'm just going to, that's what I'm doing over here. There we go.
So chime is this kind of quite digested stomach thick liquid. So it's all that breakfast or whatever. It's been mixed with those acids. It's been broken down. All the different food stuffs, the carbs, the proteins, the fats have been broken down, and it's in the stomach, and it's in there for a while. And then what happens? After the stomach, it goes to the small intestine. So, oh no, that's going to be my job.
This is your job. So I'm going to just move the saliva and the gastric juices over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass you the stomach.
Okay, here you go. Give me the camera. I've got the stomach.
All right, then let me see if I can.
Oh my goodness, this is
going to be. Move your hand so I can see the screen. There we go.
It's going to be crazy.
All right then. So representing the small intestine, we have a pair of tights, or a singular tight, I should say, the leg of one tight. Now what we're going to do is put the contents of the stomach into the tight.
Okay.
Now, do you reckon you can do this?
Nope. This is going to be a right mess. How do I even open this bag?
I think there's a zip. Yeah, and then just rip it open. There you go. Cool. You got it.
How on earth do I get this into here?
It's fiddly. I tried it last night. It's entirely possible. But let me tell you a little bit here about the small intestine. So the small intestine really isn't that small at all. If you were to stretch out an adult's small intestine, it would be about 7 meters long.
Which means
it's really, really long.
That means it could go from my head to my toes to my head to my toes to my head if you stretched out my small intestine. Okay, yeah.
There we go.
So I've got the
So there we go. The chyme has now moved into the small intestine, and it will spend several hours in here. Now, the small intestine, just pop it on the floor. Okay, right. So it's inside the small intestine where really we're getting all of the goodness from our food. Whilst it's in there, we're going to get some digestive juices that come from both the pancreas and the liver. So do you just want to add some digestive juices into the small intestine?
Into the small intestine.
Yeah, because it goes into the small intestine.
Digestive
Stick with us, guys.
Juices going into the small
intestine. There we go.
Into the small intestine.
Great.
Like that. Okay, yeah.
Brilliant. Now, so if you lift that small intestine up.
Remember, this is just food stuff, guys.
It's just food.
It's just old food stuff.
If you lift the small intestine up so that we can see it, there we go. That's it. Lift it up, Greg, and move your hand. Right, so now we can see what's actually happening is that some of the juices, the liquids, are beginning to run out of the walls of the small intestine. The walls of the small intestine work a little bit like a sponge, and they're absorbing all of the goodness. So imagine that this here, those are all the sugars, all the different chemicals that are going to go into the bloodstream, and they'll be taken to the rest of our body so we can use it as energy.
Yeah, so
this is the important part.
Go into the blood, and then they're carried to the cells, and the cells use that sugar to make energy.
Yeah, and they get to the bloodstream by going through the walls of the small intestine. All right. So here we go. So a lot of that has moved out. Yep. But now, actually, there is still some left over, as you can see. There's some undigested food that is left over. So we are going to take that into the large intestine.
Okay.
And that is just here.
Well, that's
it. Move it over.
Hang on. Send this over to you. Okay,
brilliant.
Grand.
Right, so you tell me about the large intestine.
Okay, so the food will move from your small intestine into your large intestine, and it will be in there for 10 to 20 hours. So it's in there for a long time. And basically what's happening is right now, as Maddie said, you've got that undigested food. So like a lot of like plant fibers and stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff that was in the popcorn earlier, actually. So what happens now is your large intestine, it doesn't roll up the food like this, but what it does,
pretend that the tea towel is a large intestine.
It essentially absorbs as much of the rest of that liquid, that water, as possible. So that's what's going on right now.
So that's it. We're getting rid of any remaining liquid, just like that. And the last step is for the undigested food to go into the rectum. I'm going to use another plastic bag for this. Wait, no, everybody move the camera away so people don't see this.
Okay, everyone look away.
Everyone look away because I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Don't look at what's going on. I'm going to try to cover it up. Hang on, there you go. I'm covering it up.
This is absolutely
you can see my socks,
horrendous.
My feet.
This is an absolute highlight of my career here, Greg. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolute career highlight.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap that up.
Highlight.
Let me just remind everybody.
Okay, here we go.
It is just food.
It is just food.
Okay, so
here we go. It's the moment of truth. So the food has gone from the large intestine. It's then been dried out, essentially. The water's come from it. And when you go for a poo, here it is. Wait for it. Let me get focused. Oh, there it is. Oh! Maddie's doing a poo.
Sorry if we're deafening you on the microphone right now.
I got excited.
There we go.
I got excited.
And that was... Wow.
Wow.
Guys.
Wow.
That was...
Wow. Wow.
That was how to make a poo live on the internet.